All right, welcome back. So in our first couple of explainers, we really dug into what AI-driven career uncertainty is and how it's affecting all of us. But today we're shifting gears from the what to the how. We're opening up the practical toolkit. I'm talking tangible strategies you can start using, like right now, to manage that career anxiety and really start to thrive in this new world. Okay, let's get into it. And just a quick heads up before we dive in, this is part 3 of a 9-part series, and it's all based on a deep dive research report by Virtualization Options LLC. So as you can probably guess, what we're covering here is just a piece of the puzzle from the full report, focusing on the key ideas from Chapter 3. So let's start with a question that I think is going to hit close to home for a lot of us. Have you ever looked at that 5-year plan you so carefully mapped out and just thought, wow, this was built for a totally different planet? If so, you are definitely not alone. The ground is shifting under our feet so fast that those old, rigid goals can feel more like an anchor than a map. So, what do we do instead?
Well, it all starts with a completely new kind of career map, one that's actually designed for constant change. This is our first big strategy, and it's all about learning to embrace flexibility.
And you can see the huge shift in thinking right here. On the left, you've got that old-school, rigid 5-year plan. It assumes the path is predictable, right? But on the right, we have this new model, adaptive cycles. We're talking 6 to 12 months at a time. This approach builds in the agility you need to pivot and grab opportunities that you couldn't have even imagined a year ago. So, if we're not aiming for some specific job title 5 years from now, how do we know which way to go? The answer is to use a new kind of compass, one that's anchored in your personal values. So instead of asking, what job do I want, you start asking things like, what kind of work actually energizes me? What values do I want to bring to life through my work? These things, creativity, learning, making an impact, they become your true north. And those 6 to 12-month check-ins are just you asking, hey, am I still heading in a direction that feels right? It's all about the direction, not a fixed destination. Okay, so let's move on to the second strategy, which builds right on top of that. This is about cultivating your internal toolkit, those fundamentally human skills that AI just can't touch. These are becoming your single greatest advantage. And this is absolutely crucial. As AI handles more and more of the technical, repeatable tasks, our emotional intelligence, our EQ, becomes a massive differentiator. Self-awareness helps you recognize your own anxiety about all this change. Self-regulation helps you actually manage it. And empathy, that lets you connect with and support your colleagues who are going through the exact same thing. These aren't soft skills anymore. They are, for sure, the new power skills. And right alongside EQ, we have to actively build our resilience. Seriously, think of it like a training program for your mental toughness. Mindfulness helps you stay in the here and now instead of spiraling about 1,000 possible futures. Reframing helps you see a changing job not as a threat, but as a chance to learn something new. Each of these is a practice, a muscle you build over time that makes you better at bouncing back.
This quote from the report just says it all. Your technical skills might need an update every couple of years, but emotional intelligence and resilience, that's your career insurance. It's what makes you valuable, no matter how the tech changes.
Now, having a strong internal toolkit is critical, but let's be real, you can't do this alone. And that brings us to our third big strategy, building a modern support system, a network that's actually designed for this uncertain world. I want you to forget everything you know about traditional networking. The report talks about this really powerful idea called a professional mesh group. This isn't about climbing some corporate ladder in one single industry. Nope. This is about creating a diverse, living, breathing learning community. It's your personal intelligence network for navigating all this change.
And here's what that actually looks like. A mesh group is cross-functional, so you're connected with people in tech, marketing, and operations. It's multi-level, meaning the insights from a junior person on the front lines are just as valuable as a senior leader's perspective. The information flows in every direction. This is how you spot trends early and get real-world practical advice when you're thinking about your next move.
Okay, so we've covered new ways to plan, new skills to build, and new ways to get support. But what about today? What do you do in the moment when that feeling of anxiety starts to creep in? Let's get super practical. This 6-step process right here is your go-to plan. It starts simple. Just acknowledge how you're feeling and cut out all the sensationalist noise. Then you take action. Create a tiny learning budget, just 30 minutes a week, to actually play with some AI tools. As you do that, be strategic about who you talk to. Find the people who give you perspective, not the ones who just feed your anxiety. And all the while, keep practicing your own story, how you add value beyond what an AI can do. And finally, and this is a big one, celebrate the small wins. Every single time you adapt, you're building confidence for what's next.
And really, this is the main takeaway. The goal is not to somehow eliminate anxiety. I mean, in a world changing this fast, that's impossible. The real goal is to manage it, to keep it from paralyzing you, so you can still take strategic, purposeful action. It's an ongoing practice, not a one-and-done fix.
So I'll leave you with this question. After everything we've talked about today, from value-based planning to mesh networks and those 6 practical steps, what is one small thing, just one, that you will commit to doing this week to start building your own career resilience?